My story. It's hard to turn the page when you know someone won't be in the next chapter, but the story must go on. It's sad because I had to become an adapter to the rapture of anchor that you caused me, that has managed to bury itself 6 feet deep under frustration, that lays so heavily on my shoulders that the only place I can see to lay down this burden is my grave. But the story must go on. So I locked myself in the silence of temporary purgatory to decide if the soldiers fighting on my shoulders should allow me to live long enough to see the next chapter, where the words that crumble in my head don't end up moving faster, leaving me with no answer than to end my chapter. But the story must go on. No one will ever understand the hell I feel in my head, so every day I drag myself out of bed to put on a smile and pretend that this pile of emotions will only last a while, that this won't be my last chapter. I'm turning the page because I know that someone that won't be in the next chapter is better off in a cage.
He was close to the finish line when they yelled, "Keep going, you will make it." So he did. He mustered the strength and swung one leg forward before it quickly landed, allowing the next leg to emulate this motion. He pushed forward the next leg, but this time it didn't go as far as the previous leg, and instead fell quickly to the ground, allowing space for the next leg, which he managed to push farther but not higher than the previous one. As he kept going in what he presumed was the fastest he could, he wondered, "Are my legs weary or is it my mind? I feel strength in them. This must all be in my head." And so he kept going. What was his goal? To deplete his strength and not be able to receive his accolade for the race? Whoever taught him lest forgot to mention to him that mind, body, and soul are one. He watched as he got closer to the finish line with triangular cutout black and white, and also watched as the finish line drew above his head. "Are you okay?" they asked. His legs felt fine, his head too, and yet his mind spun with questions of what the fool spoke about him, who the fool spoke to, and how he was ever going to get up. Yes, he managed and got off the ground onto the bench where everyone else awaited the next race. His eyes, however, fixated on the spot where his sanity lay, the place where he refused to learn that mind, body, and soul are one. He walked with his head high and his eyes positioned ahead. As long as he can't see the ground, he thought, he isn't on the ground. The show must go on, his mind tells his body. Coordination, maybe he will get a hang of it. He goes on with his day, picks up the kids from school, fixes them dinner, and when the to-do list is checked, the kids are tucked, the door is locked, and the stars afloat, he feels. The mind hurts. Of every fall that he felt no physical pain, the mental scars are there to show for it. So he makes physical scars, no smoke without a fire. Perhaps he's always known that mind, body, and soul are one. Perhaps he's never known that mind, body, and soul are one. Perhaps only at night does he know that mind, body, and soul are one.